Okay, back again for another episode. This is going to be, if you're even seeing this, if you're seeing this right now, this portion of the video, that means I caught something worth a damn here this morning. This is going to be the Roland Martin Marine Series Championship video. It's a 2-day event. Me and Kelly are going to be fishing for $35,000 this weekend. And it dawned on me this morning that this is really going to be my only morning to really practice on the lake because I work the rest of the week. Yes, I'm going to be on the lake every day, but practicing and working are two totally different things. So here's the deal. I've got a trip going out about 2 o'clock this afternoon, going to fish till dark. So I put the boat in a little early. It's almost 10 o'clock now. So I've got, a few hours just to look around and really just do some experimenting. You guys can see I'm out here on the main lake. And I really think what's going on is a lot of these big fish are spread out, but, a lot of these, the bigger fish, these fish 5-6 pounds and up, I think are not all the way in the back yet. We had a lot of boats on the lake this weekend. I think the biggest bag weighed in between the high school derby, all the club tournaments, the tournaments I fished was 23 pounds. With that being said, there were a lot of people with 17-pound bags, 18-pound bags and such that had, a 7-pounder, an 8, one big fish. So the big fish are around. I think they're just really spread out, and I think there's a lot of big fish staging or holding in areas that a lot of people aren't fishing. As you can see, it's slick calm today. I believe it's going to remain like this pretty much even through the tournament, which is surprising for this time of year. Typically, what will happen is we'll have stable conditions leading up until the tournament, and the morning of the tournament, it's blowing 30 miles an hour and the air temperature drops 40 degrees. But I don't think that's going to be the case this weekend, so I'm going to practice accordingly. I'm going to be spending most of my guide trip time in the back because I know my clients will get bit there, and there are some nice fish being caught back there. But I don't think the 17, 18-pound bag a day is going to get it done in this tournament. It'll get you paid, but me and Kelly want to win. These are going to be the best fishermen on the lake competing in this deal. So I'll be happy with 23 pounds a day. 25 pounds a day would be amazing, and I think that'll get it done because someone's going to figure them out. Someone's going to be patient. Someone's going to locate those groups of, big, truly big fish and get it done. So like I said, I've got 3 hours here, and I'm really just going to focus more towards the main lake. And I might only get one bite in these 4 hours, but that might tell me something. The one big fish me and Sean caught this weekend, that's 6-something, whatever she was, or just under 6-pounder, was out here on the main lake. And she was post-spawn, so she had already gone in, done her thing, and was on her way back out, I believe. But I believe there's a wave of fish that is staging closer to this main lake before they go in and spawn. So I don't know. If you see this portion of the video, you're watching me talk right now, that means I probably caught something worth a damn. If not, well, then you're not hearing this at all. So we're going to give it a shot. It might be boring. I'm going to put a little podcast on just so I don't get bored and sidetracked. And I'm really just going to try and stay close to this main lake and just try to get 1 or 2 or hopefully 5 big bites here before I have to pick my party up. So let's get after it. A lot of shit this weekend. And like you said, your buddy said a lot of them bags came out of Tin House. Dude, I've never seen so many boats in one spot in my life.
Yeah,
you know where they were too. They were at
more reason not to fish there now.
Yeah, they were at you and Charles's spot where I had marked.
Yeah.
I got a big dude, every time I'm on the phone with you.
You just don't call me enough.
Oh, son, them reeds shook. Another 6-pounder. Biggin. He's 6. Maybe even 7. Aware of him. All right, guys, so there it was. That was my couple hours of practice. Only had one true bite. Had 2 bites. Caught one big mudfish. I don't even know if I put that in here. And then caught 1 bass, almost 7 pounds. That's just how quick your day can change out here on Lake Okeechobee. And that's kind of what I was, my main goal was just to get 1 big bite, pitching some, not necessarily isolated cover, but just stuff out further towards the main lake. Because I think that's where a lot of these bigger fish are either staging or fish that have already gone in and done their thing are making their way out and staging out here also. Fished a lot of stuff on the main lake, out there on the outside edge, and never really found anything that looked good. Not much bait activity out there. The water clarity was so-so, and pushed in kind of to the next line and flipped a lot of stuff that looked okay. And then the first real 100-yard clump I came to that was set up to my liking, I caught that big one on the phone with Kelly. More, you know, nonetheless, every time I'm on the phone with him, I catch a big one. So that fish ate a, just ate a Gambler Jigzilla. Still on my rod from the Gambler tournament with a, that's with that Gambler Stinger on there, and I forget what color it is. I'm colorblind, so I don't know. But, you know, that's the thing with the jig. You're going to flip a lot, and you're not always going to catch a lot of fish, but when you get bit, it's usually the quality you're looking for. So, I don't know. I don't know how the rest of the week's going to go with work, you know, where I'm going to be fishing. You know, it's hard to convince a client to sit out here for, that was 3 hours of fishing for one bite to get that. So, I'll probably be in the back looking around. Maybe I'll find some fish there, but Kelly's going to try and come out and, you know, do a little bit of practicing also. So we'll see what we come up with. And I guess after this, you guys are just going to, it's going to lead right in here to the tournament video. So wish us luck, and here we go. All right, guys, before we head to the captain's meeting here for the tournament, I'll probably do some kind of little filming or something in there to show you what that's like. But I wanted to take a minute just to give a huge shout out to probably the best company in the United States as far as customer service is concerned, and that company being PowerPole. I get asked all the time by those of you that get on the boat, how often do I use them? How important are they to my line of work? I can honestly tell you, I wouldn't be able to do what I do as easy as I do it without these guys. Obviously, you can carry an anchor around, but when you're fishing the shallow waters, the marshes, the backwaters down here, not just in Lake Okeechobee, but in any of the South Florida waterways, it makes it so convenient just to be able to hit one button and you're stopped in place. Another thing that we use these a lot for that a lot of people don't think about, when we're drifting over these big expanses of grass, Kissimmee grass, needle grass, over hydrilla, things like that, this time of year, especially when we get the heavy north winds, a lot of times you're drifting faster than you want to, and it's very easy just to put these down halfway. Like you can see, I got them here, and they're basically just dragging, catching all the chopped grass and stuff, and they're slowing down your drift. So everyone asks me what's the most important tool in my boat. Without a doubt, it's power poles. But there is competitors out there, different shallow water anchor manufacturers. But one, these are the originals, the power pole guys. They started it all off, and they're by far the best. But their customer service is unmatched, not just in the fishing industry, but really related to any company in the United States I've ever worked with, as far as anything goes. I had a part go bad in my one of my poles, my right pole here, yesterday morning out on the water. Basically, the control board went bad, which has the Bluetooth connection to go to your remote. Started going bad on me. Gave my buddy Garrett, who works at Power Pole. If you guys want to look up someone who catches a 10-pound bass every single weekend, look up Garrett Rockamora on Instagram. Huge stick out on Kissimmee. But gave him a call, told him what was going on, and those guys literally got me my board delivered to me within 24 hours. I think it was even less than 24 hours. And popped a new part in, and now both my poles are synced, and we are ready to hopefully go catch 30 pounds tomorrow. So really just wanted to give them a big shout out. You know, there's a lot of companies out there in the fishing industry. Some of them don't have the best customer service. There's nothing more of a pain than spending a lot of money with a company and a lot of companies not backing their product 100%. These guys are unmatched when it comes to that. So if you're in the market for a shallow water anchor, look no further than Power Pole. And they do not pay me to say that. I pay for them just like everyone else does. So we'll see you at the meeting. Might be 4. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy.
I don't think he's on there. He feel something come loose.
Every time I put the storm motor on constant, I don't know what happened. He had you in there as soon as you set the hook, but. Well, nothing you can do about that.
That's what we wanted to do. Just come down here and get a big bite. We just need to keep doing it. You got something?
No, I still got it.
Nice to him.
All right, guys, so that is a wrap for day 1, sitting in 15th place with 20 pounds, 20.12 pounds. It was a absolute grind out there. The bottom line is they caught them. 28 pounds is leading. I think there's, well, I mean, we're in 15th with 20, so there's 14 bags over 20 pounds brought in. Like 4 25-pound bags or something. I don't even know. They just flat out caught them. But everyone I talked to said the same thing. It is a total grind out there. Kelly started out strong, caught a 6-pounder, second fish of the morning, I believe it was. And we just kind of grinded it out. I caught a 4 shortly after, and then Kelly caught another 6-pounder with, I don't know, like 20 minutes left to fish, which was a game changer, obviously. Only part about that was you guys didn't get to see that one because my GoPro ran out of SD card space, and it was literally the last 20 minutes of fishing, so I wasn't taking the time to do that. So definitely not out of it. You know, learn some things, got to make a few adjustments tomorrow, but pretty much think we're in the right areas to do, and we kind of have a pretty good idea of what's going on. It's just if we get that bait in front of the fish tomorrow kind of thing. I really think that when you get bit, you got to kind of milk it out because these fish seem to be really grouped up. So that's it. We just they closed the lock on us. We put the boat on the trailer to go release our fish back into the rim canal. Heading back to Kelly's truck to unload, go home, and go to sleep. I've been dealing with the craziest migraine all day. I'm beat up. It was a rough one, but I look forward to getting out there tomorrow. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And let's see if we can get this thing done tomorrow. It'd be absolutely insane. But at the end of the day, we're really only 8 pounds behind the leader, which is a lot, but that's one bite out here on this lake. So, gonna unload, get home, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Following you. What? We got... Sherling was out there and trolled through here. Got him? I don't think so.
You got him?
Number one.
Net.
No, you don't. What? All right, let's weigh these babies. All right.
Don't let them jump out. You never know how bad it was.
I'm gonna try not to.
17 yesterday. Looking for like 24 today to take the lead. Do we have it? We did close. Oh yeah, this is one of our dream teams. John Perry, Mike Kiso, Boat 98. They have Mark Dawson, dude there. Been fishing a long time. Won some BFLs. Yeah, just every other team in here has won something. Or is just a total guide on the lake and a local stud like Cody Davis. Kelly, off through 1 second. Want to make sure we're right. Yep, we're good. About 80. Set him in there, big dog. Nice sack of fish. There we go. 969. 969. How many did you catch total?
Probably 8 fish, maybe. Again,
Tough day today.
much tougher today.
What do you think happened to them?
I think that water's warming up super fast, and them fish are shooting outside, I think.
There you go.
That's
Take
it.
it from a guide on the lake. Your videos are great.
I appreciate it, bud.
Check out Cody's videos.
You have a
Put some awesome videos.
No. Yes, sir.
$45,000. Plus, they beat the best competition in Florida, probably in Southeast United States.
And that's going to do it. That's going to wrap up not only this video, but also our Roland Martin Marine Series season. So I just want to say thank you to everybody on the Roland Martin Marine staff for putting together the best tournament trail in the state of Florida. High payouts, smoothly ran tournament from start to finish, awesome competition, raffle, big stage, everything you would want in a tournament, they supply it. If you guys are looking to fish an awesome trail, look no further. Roland Martin Marine Series is the best fisherman in Florida, in my opinion, and just an all-out great time. So definitely come check them out. But yeah, it's over. Me and Kelly, I don't know what we placed. We had a good, decent day, first day, day one. 20 pounds, had us in 15th place. 28 pounds was leading. And then second day, we decided to really not change anything up. You know, we heard a lot of dock talk on how guys were catching fish. And at the end of the day, the tournament was won the way I said it would be won. Someone was going to master and figure out those fish closer to the main lake, in that sparser cover where you're not going to get a lot of bites, but someone was going to figure out a little sweet spot, have the patience and the confidence to stay out there and just fish for those 5 giant bites. And that's what happened. There were really the top 5 teams, that's what they did. They found those certain areas where those bigger fish were holding and just milked it out. And if talking to everyone, like I said, you know, you get right quick when you find those spots. Yes, you might not have a bite for 4 hours, but when you hit them, you hit them. My buddies Jeff Justice and Danny Shelton, who I've been fishing against, I feel like my entire life, they had arguably about a 27-pound bag day one, but unfortunately, when they were carrying their bag to the stage, one of their biggest fish decided to jump out of the hole that was this big in the bag, at the top of the bag, and went right in the water. No one even knew what to say. We were all speechless when we watched it, but they weighed in 21.5 with 4 fish. So at the end of the day, they probably would have won the thing or got really close to it, if they would have kept that fish in the bag, but just shitty luck, excuse my language for that, but that's what it came down to. But Danny told me it was a grind. They had 7 bites all day, and they caught 3 6-pounders and 3 flips. Boom, 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 they had 18 pounds. So that's kind of what it takes and how it happens out there. And even though I said that's how it was going to be won, me and Kelly never found that bite. We weren't going to go looking for it during the tournament, but Kelly practiced out there trying to find that. I did for those few hours. You guys saw I had that 1 bite. But that area that I had bites out of 1 head, which was only going to take us 10 minutes to fish. So we kind of milked it into our game plan. We did stop there each day, but never pulled a fish out of there. We did have missed opportunities in some areas we had history with, fishing on the outside, where we had some big bites in the tournament. As you guys saw, they just happened to pull off. But at the end of the day, you got to fish for fish that you're fishing for. You got to fish for your own fish. You can't go fish for other people's fish. It never pans out. I don't care who you are or, you know, what you're doing. So we went to areas where we just knew there were fish, where places I had been chartering, places me and my brother fished the weekend before and knew there were some big fish around. And the first day it worked out, you know, casting around the open area where we thought we'd get big bites. We never did, but we think those fish had pushed up into the mats, because that's where our 20-pound bag came from pretty much. The first day was just flipping mats. Kelly caught 2 6s out of the mats. I caught a 4, which held us pretty good the first day. We never really beat that area up too bad, so decided to go there and start again day one. We were kind of left alone in there. The other boats that were in the competition that we were sharing water with the first day were not in there. But, and I mean, we were patient. We really sat it out, caught a limit, but just never had a big bite. Did have bites in there that would have gotten us paid, you know, 3-pounders or something that happened to come off, but never had any giant bites that we needed. Ran around a little bit, ran down to the area where we lost those 2 big ones on the outside the day 1, never had a bite, turned right around, ran right back to that area, and at the end of the day, just stuck it out there. Caught one at the end of towards the end of the day, that cold, and we left with enough time to go really hit that area I had that big bite in on the way in, and Kelly hooked another giant, and that just came unbuttoned. Nothing you can do in those. Anyone that watches this video, anyone that fishes the lake, I'm sorry, will tell you, when you get bit in those round reeds, it's all about staying composed, getting that slack out of that line, setting the hook, and then after that, it's just hoping and praying. It's really a 50-50 shot whether that fish is coming in the boat or pulling the hook in those reeds, and luck was not on our side with that. So I really wish we could have seen those fish we lost on the outside, because I didn't know round reeds can get mowed over like that. But something tells me I've got a couple days off this week. Me and Kelly might sneak out there and do nothing but target that area and see if we can put one of those giants in the boat. We never saw the fish, but they were big. So look forward for that, because it might be tomorrow. It might be the next day we slide out there and try to get that on film. But first day 20-pound bag came primarily out of Matt's, flipping a Gambler burner crawl with 1.5 ounces. And the second day we really mixed it up. Pitching a beaver on a lightweight, throwing a frog, throwing a swimming worm, maybe a chatterbait. I don't know. It was just really Okeechobee junk fishing. But I wouldn't have changed anything up. You know, I really wouldn't have. This is the day after the event. Wouldn't have done anything different looking back at it, because we were around the big fish. We just couldn't get them to bite. We even moved with the fish. You know, we really felt the second day those fish were moving out. The water temperature was climbing every day. I think it was like 81 the final day of competition, which is very hot for this time of year. So I really think a lot of those fish were pushing out towards the outside edge where a lot of those bigger fish were already holding. So we tried to move with them, but it just really, it didn't work. It didn't pan out for us, and that is what it is. That's part of the game, and we're excited to get out there the next time or whenever the next event is. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys, everyone that came up to me at the weigh-in, saying what's up, you know, saying they like the channel. I love hearing it, so I appreciate you guys so much. And, you know, you guys heard, I don't know how many 25-pound bags there were brought in, but there was a lot. Big bass was $9.54, I believe, for the event. A lot of other 8-pounders caught. There are big ones around. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to catch one if you come on a trip with me. Just want to get that out there, because some people think by me saying, you know, that this is the time that they're guaranteed. They're not. It's fishing. But I will do my best to put you on a fish of a lifetime. But this is your best chance to catch them between now and March. They're in. They are moving around. They are tough to catch, but they're around. And so if you guys wanted to book a trip, 954-871-9976. Shoot me a text. Give me a call. I have been a little bit of a pain to get a hold of because I have been on the water every day. But when I get off the water, I will get to you, and I'd be more than happy to let you guys know any information you have questions on, and get you guys out there on Lake Okeechobee for hopefully your fish of a lifetime. So until the next one, hopefully won't be too long from this video. I will be posting another one. I'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe, and tight lines, guys.